Good. Right. There we are. A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 o'clock. It's Thursday, and so it's time for Quarantine Chorus. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Whether you're here live or whether you're joining us later on, you are, of course, all very, very welcome. Today is a very special day. Today's the first time in the long, long history of home choir, of quarantine choir, of quarantine chorus that we're actually going to sing in German. I've been promising this for a while, and I am a man of my word. So we're going to learn some wonderful Bach. In fact, one of the pieces of Bach that we're going to start with, our warm-up, if you like, is a piece that we know quite well on the channel. We've sung it a number of times in English. We know it as Zion Hears the Watchman Singing, but we're going to sing it in German, as I say, as a bit of a warm-up, and then we will move on and look at the chorale. I would invite everybody, please, to make sure you've got your score. Okay, there is a link in the description. There are two scores, in fact. There's to the Zion Hears, and then there is this one here, Cantata, BWB 140, Wachet Auf Chorale Final. Okay, the last chorale. Please make sure you have your scores. I will put it up on screen as well. Oops. I will put it up on screen, but it's going to be quite small, and I'd like everyone to be able to see. Radical thought. So just looking ahead to the rest of this week, obviously tomorrow is our music hall fun sing, and then we will be singing these two bits of Bach on Sunday morning as part of our sacred sing. So hope you can all join us for that. So let's get warmed up, shall we, everybody? We'll sing the first piece, then I'm going to move the screen around a bit to fit the score on, and then we'll learn the chorale. Okay, everybody? So if I could invite you, those of you that are happy to stand up for me, just plant your feet that shoulders width apart, make your knees nice and soft, give yourself a straight back and a long neck, and starting to take a nice deep breath in and out. And just do that a few times while I just talk to the people who aren't up for standing at the moment. Of course, if standing's not on the menu today, as I'm very fond of saying, that is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it, but do please try and give yourself a straight back and a long neck as well, so that when you take the breath in, as we were saying yesterday, you should feel no interruption to the flow of air as it goes all the way down your windpipe to the very bottom of your lungs. And so can I invite everyone to make their mouth nice and tall, and take a really, really nice, cold, deep breath in, and just blow that air out for me. Wonderful. Let's do it again. Nice, tall mouth. Breathe in, and blow. Fantastic. And just one more, please, everybody. A really deep, deep, deep breath. Lovely and cold at the back of the throat, and then blow that air out, and blow with it any worries, any cares, any stress. Get rid of all of that. Wonderful. Just continue to breathe deeply for me, please, everybody. And for now, just roll your shoulders around. And do this nice and slowly. This is to just release some of the tension that we're carrying around in our shoulders. And roll them back the other way when you've rolled them in one direction. And bring your shoulders up to your ears and let them fall, please, everybody. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Now, please tilt your head over to one side. Tilt rather than turn. Head to the middle and the other way, please. Great. To the middle and forwards. Thank you. And to the middle. And we'll just repeat that exercise. So whichever way you went first, go that way again, please. And just a little bit further if you can. And to the middle. And the other way. Wonderful. To the middle and forwards. Great. And up to the middle, and then just within those three movements, let your head roll around nice and gently and loosen it up. Thank you, everybody. Well done. Okay. Before we do our humming, I'm just going to say hello to a few people. So hello Cynthia, hello Sir Robert, hello Morrigan, Fiona and Rosa and Patrick and Judith. And Norma. So we've got some lovely people popping online at the moment. I do hope you enjoy today. If you like what we do, folks, do please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel, which doesn't cost you anything, of course. Now we're going to start with a bit of humming. I'm just going to put my keyboard back where it should be. We'll start here. Okay, so a nice rich hum, everybody. Make it nice and buzzy. Up here in the sinuses, deep breath and hum. And still humming. Now, for November. still. And O for orange. O. F for egg. Ah. Thank you, everybody. After me, please. My turn first. Ma, ma, ma. And thank you. He, he. Excellent. Ta, ta, ta. Thank you. Yaw. One more. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Okay, so our first piece for today, still as kind of part of the warm-up, we're going to sing this beautiful piece which we've been singing for weeks now as Zion hears the Watchman's voices, but we're going to sing it in German. Now, I'm not going to spend a long time going through the pronunciation of German because that would take the full half an hour. Just watch out for those vowel sounds, the vowels with the umlauts over the top, the little two dots. So although it looks like Zion hört die Wächter singen, it will be Zion hört die Wächter singen. Just be aware that they alter the vowel sounds. If you're not sure what to do, listen to my approximation and match what I do, and then maybe go and listen to a German singer singing it to just get a sense of how it should be done. Remember, the W's are pronounced as V's and the other way round. Best of luck, everybody. Let's have a go at this one in German, and then we'll spend a bit more time on the pronunciation for the chorale. But this is still our warm-up. And for those of you that have been singing this piece for weeks, we previously had this in a very, very low key. I've raised it by a tone, so it's been in B-flat for the last few weeks. Zion hört die Wächter singen. We're now in C major, so it should be a little bit higher for those of you who are of the high-voiced persuasion. Okay, so let's take it away. And we'll sing this lovely piece. Off we go. Deep breath. And Zion hört die Wächter singen. Deep breath. Das Herz tut ihrer Freuden springen. Sie wachet und steht eilend auf. Well done, everybody. Ihr Freund kommt von Himmel prächtig, von Gnaden stark, von Wahrheit mächtig. Ihr liegt wie hell
Stern geht auf.
Deep breath.
Nun komm, du Wärterkron, Herr Jesu Gottes Sohn. Hosianna.
Well done, everybody. Deep breath and big smile.
Wir folgen all
And another deep breath.
zum Freudensaal
And this last note we hold for 4 beats. Deep breath.
und halten mit das Abendmahl.
Thank you, everybody. Wonderful. Wunderschön. Okay, hope you all got on okay with the German. I noticed Sue saying, I'm just listening to I did French at school. Well, Sue, there's never a better time to start learning just a few words of this fantastic language. And if I can invite everybody, please, to get their scores for the chorale that's going to follow. And so on Sunday, we'll sing that first piece. There will then be a brief pause, and then we go straight into the chorale. So what we're going to do, as we always do, I'm going to ask you to split, please, into sections. And we're going to spend a few minutes with each section, starting with the sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. So if you're in the bass section, but by all means, feel free to stay and listen along and sing along. Excuse me, just getting my score sorted. Stay, sing, and enjoy yourselves. But basses, you'll probably be on in about 15 minutes or so. Okay? So if everyone could make sure they have their chorale handy. Remember that these were traditional melodies. I'm going to take this off so I don't need to wear them. These are traditional melodies usually written by Martin Luther or someone from around that time, from the Reformation. And these tunes were a direct reaction to the music of composers like Palestrina and Gabrielli, who wrote extraordinarily complicated polyphony. And the Reformation, part of the Reformation was the simplification of musical lines so they could be sung by everybody. And so these tunes, they are effectively hymn tunes. All right. So now, those of you with perfect pitch, you're going to be slightly put out because I've transposed the key of this into C. Okay, it's written in E flat, but we're going to sing it in C so that everyone can join in and we don't have to worry about top Gs for anybody. Okay, so just be aware of that, folks. Basses, you'll be going a little bit lower. It's only an F. And likewise, sopranos, you won't be going up to a G. You'll only be going up to an E. Okay, so we'll start with the sopranos. Now, you might recognise this tune. Sound familiar, sopranos? Of course it does. It's the tune we were just singing, just with different words. So if I can sing from the start there to bar 16, I'll sing it all the way through. I think the hardest thing for you is going to be just pronouncing the words, okay? So it's going to go like this. And Gloria sei dir gesungen mit Menschen und Englischen zu
mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schon.
Okay, now for those of you who want a translation, I did look one up, and apologies if this is nowhere near. I thought it was pretty good. Let Gloria be sung to you with mortal and angelic tongues, with harps, and even with beautiful cymbals. Okay, that's that first line. Sing with me, please, sopranos. Gloria and
Gloria sei dir gesungen,
and
mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
last line.
Mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schon.
Okay, I've just realised what I promised to do I haven't done, which was to get the score up. So just bear with me a second, everybody. There's the score. Excuse me, just while I just squash myself down into the corner there. Right, there we go. I'll peep over the top. So let's try that again. So here is our line there, sopranos. Gloria sei dir gesungen, mit Menschen und englischen Zungen, mit Harfen und mit Cymbeln schon. Okay, so that's the first verse. Second verse, same tune, different words. Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte, an deiner Stadt wir sind Konsorten, der Engel hoch und deinem Thron. Thron, I believe. Okay, so let's sing Von 12 Perlen and
Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte,
and
an deiner Stadt wir sind Konsorten, mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schon.
excellent, well done. I didn't scroll there. Okay, so now the next line is simple. It's just down the scale. Kein Auge hat je gespürt. Okay, which translates as no eye has ever perceived, and it goes
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
sing with me and
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
excellent. Next line, same music, different words.
Kein Ohr hat je gehört,
which is no ear has ever heard. Okay, and one.
kein Ohr hat je gehört.
Okay, so
Kein Auge hat je gespürt, kein Ohr hat je gehört.
okay, so now we're at solche Freude. Let me just get that up here. And this is nice and simple. It's just one.
Solche Freude
With me and one.
solche Freude.
Excellent. Then we sing
Des sind wir froh,
sorry.
des sind wir froh.
With me and one.
Des sind wir froh.
And then from that note, a wonderful moment, the highest note, second highest note in the chorale, we go, a shout of joy, and one, and then, with me, and okay, so that is your line, sopranos, all the way from the beginning. It is the tune that we've just been singing with that beautiful melody that Bach wrote. So I'm going to ask you, spend a few moments now whilst I work with the altos, tenors and basses, just have a look at the pronunciation so that when we sing it through in about 10-15 minutes, you're ready for it. Thank you, sopranos. Altos, thanks for your patience. Let's have a look at your part here. So hopefully you were listening and heard the pronunciation, but we will obviously go through it. So your line. Okay, at the beginning you sound a little bit like an emergency services siren, because it's Gloria sei dir gesungen. Sing that with me, please, altos. And
Gloria sei dir gesungen.
excellent. Then from that note we jump up and we sing one.
Mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
Now that's a particularly nice moment, but it's not entirely straightforward. That first bit's fine. Mit Menschen und englischen. That's not a problem at all. It's just what follows. So let's sing up to there. Let's sing to the end of englischen, please. Mit Menschen. Ready? And one.
Mit Menschen und englischen.
And then from that note, it's Zungen on its own and Zungen. And again, Zungen. Brill. So from mit Menschen, please, altos, and one.
Mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
Very nice. And then the last phrase is relatively straightforward. Just listen to it.
Mit Harfen und mit Cymbal schon.
So sing with me, mit Harfen, which translates as with harps and even with cymbals. And one.
Mit Harfen und mit Cymbal schon.
Very nice. Well done, artists. Let's sing from the beginning with the second verse words. Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte. Okay, there's your note. One. And
Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte an deine Stadt, wir sind Konsorten. Den Engel hoch um deinen Thron.
okay, same music as the first time through, just with these different words. Okay, now going on. Okay, that's your melody on the next bit. Kein Auge hat je gespürt. Listen to it. And one.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Listen to it again.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Sing with me.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Excellent. So very similar sort of shape to the end of the first section that we sang just there. So
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
sing for me and
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
very nice. Can we sing from Kein Auge hat je gespürt, which is after that that line? I've realised I haven't been scrolling the score. Many apologies. Let's scroll up for that. There we go. Kein Auge hat je gespürt. So let's go from here, please, altos. 1, 2, 3.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt. Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
Very good. Thank you, altos. And then we sing
Solche Freude.
and 1.
Solche Freude.
Very nice. And then
Des sind wir froh.
sing for me 1.
Des sind wir froh.
One more time for luck and 1.
Des sind wir froh.
And then a wonderful moment. We climb and fall. So it's 1.
I-o, I-o,
And 1.
I-o, I-o.
And then from that note it is
Ewig in dulci jubilo.
so we go for a little bit of a walk and then we bring it home. So sing for me ewig and 1.
Ewig in dulci jubilo.
Okay? Thank you, altos. Now, that's your line all the way through. If you need to take it back, remember you can always rewind the stream and catch up with me in about 10 minutes when we've sung through with the tenors and the basses. You're more than welcome to stay and have a listen to their part as well. Okay, thank you. So, tenors. Hello, folks. Let's have a look at your line. So, you've been listening, I hope, to all this German pronunciation, or at least my very close approximation. I'm just having a look, just check. There we go. So, Albert is saying, please listen to Ben and remember, it's like, thank you, Albert. I'm glad it seems to be going well. Okay. So, tenors, your line is,
Gloria sei dir gesungen.
Just be careful at the end. You want to go da-da-dum, bis da-da-da. Slightly unexpected leap there, okay? So sing for me, please, tenor, starting there. Gloria and
Gloria sei dir gesungen.
Lovely, gesungen, please. And then
mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
Listen to that again.
Mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
It helps with the Zungen to imagine a T before the Z. Zungen. Okay. Sing that with me, please, tenors. Mit Menschen. And one.
Mit Menschen und englischen Zungen.
Very good. And then
mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schön.
Nice line. Da, 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 da. Sing that line for me, please. Mit Harfen, with the harp and the cymbal. And one.
Mit Harfen und mit Zimbeln schön.
Very, very nice. Let's sing all the way through the first part again, but with the second verse words, tenors. Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte. Here we go. 1, 2.
Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte. An deiner Stadt, wir sind Konsorten. Der Engel noch deinen Thron.
Very good, tenors. Sehr gut. Very, very nice. Okay, so now let's have a look at the part after the double bar, and I've realised I've been scrolling the words again, sorry. Okay, getting so carried away with the music, it's so beautiful. I hope you've all got your scores. Okay. So it's a nice little melody on its own.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Sing for me, and 1.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Actually, looking at it, my apologies, it should be
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
so 2 notes per syllable. Apologies for that. Kein Auge hat je. Okay, sing for me, and 1.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Excellent. And then
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
listen to that again.
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
Sing with me, and
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
very good. Now that note you need to remember because it's your next one.
Solche Freude.
And 1.
Solche Freude.
Very good. Then we sing, now we're up towards the upper register, we sing
Des sind wir froh.
and 1.
Des sind wir froh.
Excellent. Then that shout of joy.
Io, io,
And 1.
io, io.
And then we sing. Evi in dulci jubilo. With me. And Evi in dulci jubilo. Okay, now because it's so different from what's gone before, tenors, can we sing from Kein Auge hat je gespürt, just here on the screen, to the end, okay? And one. Kein Auge hat je gespürt, kein Ohr hat je gehört, solche Freude. And des sind wie froh, io, evi in dulci jubilo. Thank you very much indeed, tenors. Well done. Okay, basses. Last but not least, I'm going to have a sip of drink. Cheers. I will encourage you to do the same. Okay, right, basses. So you see your first note is a lot longer than everybody else's. And this score, being a free score, it's not great. You hold the first syllable, so it is Gloria sei dir gesungen. Okay, so we're going to get all those syllables that the rest of the choir is singing above us here. Gloria sei, they go into the crotchets in this bar. So listen to it. I'll sing you the first two lines or so. So it's 1, 2. Gloria sei dir gesungen, mit Menschen und Engelchen Zungen. Okay, so you get a little bit of a sense of where we're putting the syllables. The first phrase. So I'll sing it and then sing it back to me. Okay, so 1, 2. Gloria sei dir gesungen. Sing with me, basses. And Gloria sei dir gesungen. Then we go up the octave and we go for a bit of a walk. We sing mit Menschen und Engelchen Zungen. Sing with me, mit Menschen. And 1. Mit Menschen und Engelchen Zungen. My apologies, I went completely wrong there. Let's do that one again, please. And 1. Mit Menschen und Engelchen Zungen. That's a bit better. And then the last line. Mit Harfen und mit Cymbelchen. So just watch out there, coming down the scale, flat, and on the way up, it's sharp. So mit Harfen. Just sing that for me, basses. And 1. Mit Harfen. Notice I'm smiling on the way up because it helps the tuning. And then the last 3 bars are und mit Cymbelchen. So just und mit Cymbelchen, which is down here. All right, so let's sing from the beginning basses with the second verse words. All right, von 12 Perlen. So it's von 12 Perlen and so on. Okay, 1, 2. Von 12 Perlen sind die Pforte. And an deiner Stadt wir sind Konsorten. Der Engel hoch deinen Thron. Well done, basses. Good stuff. Okay, so let's have a look after the double bar. And kein Auge hat je gespürt. Nice line for the basses. We sing
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
So it's basically a scale. Da, 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 da. Okay, but we drop down the octave. So sing kein Auge with me. And 1.
Kein Auge hat je gespürt.
Good. Now this next bit is the trickiest bit for the basses in the whole piece. It's just getting the right notes. So getting to that note and to that one is tricky. We'll take a bit of practice. On its own it's fine. With the rest of the choir it's tricky. So it's 1.
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
With me. And
kein Ohr hat je gehört.
One more time for luck. And 1.
Kein Ohr hat je gehört.
Very good. And down the scale we just sing 1.
Solche Freude.
With me. And
solche Freude.
Up the octave we sing
Des sind wir froh.
Wonderful moment for basses. Enjoy. And 1.
Des sind wir froh.
And then E-O, E-O. And
E-O, E-O.
And then we go for a bit of a walk again.
Ewig in dolce jubilo.
With me.
And ewig in dolce jubilo.
Okay, so if you need to practice that anymore, feel free to pause the stream, practice it, take it back, do what you need to do. Thank you everybody else for your patience. Let's sing it through all the way from the beginning. Now I'm not going to be playing. I'm going to allow the recording space. I'll do my best to scroll on screen, but I hope you're all using your scores so much easier than trying to follow something on the screen, isn't it, folks? I hope everyone's all right. Thank you for your patience. Cynthia's asking how to get the umlaut on your key. Yes. Well, there is a very quick, if you're looking for any kind of a character with an umlaut or an accent or so on, you can get it from Google. If you want an A, put A with an umlaut into Google, it'll show it to you and you copy and paste it. There you go. So from the beginning, I'll give you the notes. And so basses, tenors, altos, sopranos. So you're going to sing along with the choir of bends. I recorded this yesterday and put the soprano part up an octave. Sounds okay. The only problem is if you sing an E sound and then put it up the octave, it sounds a little bit like Miss Piggy. So apologies for that. Not much I can do about it, apart from learn how to sing soprano. And I'm afraid those days are somewhat behind me. So let's all enjoy this wonderful, wonderful chorale. And if you get lost, don't worry, just rewind, have another go. We're going to sing this on Sunday morning. Here we go. So let me get my ducks in a row. Here are your notes. And
Gloria sei dir gesungen. Mit Menschen und englische Zungen. Mit Harfen und mit Zimmerschon.
and ladies and gentlemen. It's not an easy piece, that. Bach is well known for his challenging lines. Having said that, it's definitely one of his more accessible pieces. If you've never heard the full cantata and you've got a bit of time this afternoon, put the whole thing on, okay? Cantata 140, it is sublime. And if you like that, well, Bach has written a fair few other bits that you would enjoy. So thank you so much for being here with me today to learn that lovely piece. Come and join me on Sunday morning to sing it at 11 o'clock. We are singing it in this lower key, which hopefully should be nice and accessible on Sunday. In the meantime, have a great day. Join me tomorrow at 2 o'clock for our Friday Fun Sing. Do give us a like if you like what we do. Remember to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it really helps us. I hope I did it right on the German, Albert. I'm sure I'll get a breakdown of everything I got wrong, I'm sure, from a number of people. But I hope you all enjoyed it, folks, and thank you again for being here. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, all. Bye-bye.